Mary Helena, Chapter 4. For Liz's 15th birthday, we went to visit her aunt and uncle in Jerusalem. For Jews, they were very liberal. Uncle Boris went to synagogue because it was good business. He was a tailor, and his wife, Aunt Dorothy, was an accountant. She was a woman, of course, being an aunt and all, so she ran her company, under Uncle Boris. Uncle Boris thought the whole thing very funny. "Tell me about your boyfriend, Mary." "He studies in Cairo." "What's he doing?" "He's trying to find a way to wake up the world." "God bless him." "He doesn't believe in God." Uncle Boris laughed. "God has already blessed him." Uncle Boris got Liz to tell him about John, the other forbidden boyfriend. Then when he was done laughing, he told us to dress up like Jewish women so we could go out for Jewish smoked meat sandwiches with mustard. Across the street from Schwarz's meat house was another meat house with no line up to get in. But by Schwarz they were lined up to get in and to take out. "Why doesn't anyone go to the other meat house?" "I don't know, Liz. Maybe because everyone seems to feel at home by Schwarz." It didn't take too long to get in and be taken to a table. A waiter was wiping it down, and another waiter put down hand towels and wine glasses. There was not one empty table. Everywhere were men wearing white shirts slicing meat, making sandwiches, and taking the sandwiches to tables. The place smelled like a big sandwich. Uncle Boris ordered a liter of wine out of Africa, and served us wine and ordered up smoked meat sandwiches. Liz and I were both very drunk from the wine and all the meat. There is a beautiful dessert place on the other side of the temple. We all put our hands on our stomach and looked at Uncle Boris. "We can go there after the theater." Uncle Boris paid the bill and took his 3 women to an afternoon theater. It was a play loosely based on the Iliad. There were many battles, and Helena was portrayed as an evil whore who drove all the stupid men to battle with her misplaced beauty. After they had all the actors lying dead on the stage, we went for our dessert, chocolate cake with chocolate from Africa, sugar from Africa, and coffee from Africa. It wasn't Helena's fault that the men loved to make war. Aunt Dorothy put her arm around me. "Men are frustrated creatures, Mary. They don't even know what they are fighting for. It certainly is not for the love of a woman. They stopped loving women when they stopped loving knowledge. Except Uncle Boris." Uncle Boris put his arm around Liz and assured her there were still men who loved women, knowledge, and peaceful wisdom. So we retold the story and drank coffee. Then we told our own story. We told of Jesus and John being men that walked side by side with the women and children, teaching the love of life and giving women their power back. Some of the other men at the tables next to us seemed quite disgusted with all our talk of power and the living woman of knowledge. The word blasphemy made it over to our table often enough that Uncle Boris stood up and looked around at all the mutterers. He didn't say anything. He just looked at the scared old men, and they hid behind their ugly beards and planned their next murder.